Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're nothing but good health, prosperity, a strong mindset, and a healthy vision for the future. It's almost November. Clap it up. Clap it up. It's almost November. And you're probably wondering, what does that mean? November's a regular month like any other month. I find that November is around the time where big things start to happen for a lot of people. Like, people just get more serious about what they want to achieve. You know, the year's ending, you look back and you ask yourself, well, what have I accomplished? What have I done that I'm proud of? Or what steps did I make towards my ultimate, life goals and stuff like that? And this year is no different. November is also the time where a lot of people get very serious about locking in. People say, it's bulking season, or it's winter arc, or it's lock-in season, or it's the great lock-in. You know, they have a bunch of names for it. And I believe that it's true. It should be every day. But I think it's really important to take these times and really examine, what do you want to accomplish? What do you want your life to look like? And when it comes down to having these kind of mindsets of locking in and getting serious, it doesn't always have to be extreme and being I have to put on 50 pounds of muscle in the next 2 months. That's kind of unreasonable. But it can be well, I've had this business idea that I've been sleeping on that I want to actually reignite. Or maybe I have this idea of reconnecting with friends that I haven't spoken to in a long time, and I want to explore that again, right? I want to challenge you and even myself to take this month a bit more intentionally, right? Not exactly seriously, but be more aware of what you do and the circumstances that you put yourself in, right? A really good thing to do is something called the dopamine detox. There's a lot of different ways that people do them. The way that I present it, or at least I want to kind of offer to you, is the ability, or at least the idea, of taking some time away from social media. It removes this comparison factor. So you get to look at your life from a more objective standpoint and see okay, well, this is what I have around me. And if it's something you don't like, then you have to be willing to make the decision to change it, right? And if it's something you do like, then how can you make that better? Also, the free time that you give yourself from removing social media will compound, because now you can do more with the time that you usually spend scrolling. Another thing that I would say is celibacy, right? Now, it depends on who you are. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but I will say, when you kind of refrain yourself from temptation and you're more intentional with where you put your sexual energy, it transmutes. And this sounds super woo-woo and wishy-washy, but bear with me, bro. Think about it. Think about the level of discipline it takes for you to say no to something that feels good, right? Now, everyone has their own views and beliefs, so I'm not going to get into religion and politics. But I will say there is an aspect of discipline associated to being able to hold yourself back. Yeah, do something like No Nut November, join the Reddit group. I'll put it right here. It can even be it doesn't even have to be sexual. It could be sugar or candy or other vices that you have. Maybe you have a big thing for smoking, right? Maybe you smoke a lot. Give yourself a month, try that 30 days in November to put that habit to the side, see how long you can last doing that. See the discipline that you have to be able to tell yourself no to things and delay your gratification. How about you focus on taking care of yourself? That's a huge thing. That's a huge thing I find, especially in the West or North America. I'm in Canada. So for us, sleep is I don't even know. People don't treat sleep with the respect it should have. Your body needs recovery. Respect yourself and give yourself that recovery. If you're up until 2, 3 in the morning scrolling on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, why do you think your sleep quality is so bad, bro? You're doing it to yourself. So let's work on fixing that. Let's take our body more seriously. Even something like meditation, journaling, prayer if you're religious, reconnecting with your self-care. If you have the budget, go join a yoga class, take care of your body, or, start doing things that make you feel good mentally, right? See what it's like to be intentional with your time and your energy. That's the biggest thing about locking in and getting serious and doing all this stuff. It's about intentionality. Even though it may not make you like millions of dollars or it may not change your life forever, 30 days to just try something else isn't a bad idea. Let's take November to really take ourselves seriously, or at least be more intentional with our time and see the difference in our lives. So watch this video, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.